Hey, good morning, everybody. And remember, never forget 9/11, when terrorists brought down buildings in our country, killed 3,000 Americans, and we began the war on terror. The war on terror continues today. Never forget 9/11. So, the market, right? We're actually having a red morning. So, let's talk about what's happening in the world of the wonderful, wonderful bull market. Right now, the key question is, will it last? What the hell just happened? How did that just happen? I can't believe it went up so fast, so much, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Right. So the market's gone up a lot, and the bears, such as myself or the unlearned bears, will say, "Ooh, man, this market has to go down. It's gone up way too much too quickly." No, doesn't. They've been saying that now for 2 weeks. So today we're short. We're already short. Zoom, I was hoping they were going to open up green in the 70s because, again, I think that stock's going to zero. Q's broke VWAP going down. But more importantly, UVXY is green for the first morning in 3.5 weeks. If it stays green, maybe the market will take a pause today, but that's all it's going to be. It's going to be a pause. Tomorrow is the most bullish day of the year. If you didn't know that, now you know it. The day before Thanksgiving is the most bullish day of the year. 95% of the time, the stock market goes up tomorrow. Now, does that mean it's going up tomorrow? No. But here's the fun part, and I want to remind everybody about this every day. What we're doing pre-market or near the open has no bearing on what we could be doing at 10:30, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We just trade what's going on in the market. So right now, Zoom has been a short, is a short, continues to be a short right now at 9:07 a.m. on November, whatever the hell date today is, November 21st, right this second. If you're short, you've already taken profit and you're milking this trade. You're in the rest and you're hoping for the best. If you're short, you're hoping that it goes to zero today, right? But if you're short, you also realize that the market does not want to stay down. Lots of stocks are being bought on dips. This could be one. So you say, hey, this has been a pretty good trade from $65 or $65.50, or maybe you shorted it at $64.61 and you're up $1. You take your profit, right? But you don't take it all because nobody gets out of one. You don't get out of a position all at one price because you don't know if it's going to drop to 60, but you're going to sit with the last of your position now and you're going to milk it. So if you're short, so basically trading is all about if-then statements. If you're going to beat the machine, you got to be the machine. So what are you doing? If the stock breaks 64.09, I will cover the rest. If it gets to 63.50, I will cover some more. I will not get out of my entire position at one price unless I am forced to by the price of the stock. So what you have right now is you're looking for it to go to 62.50 because that's generally 65 will get you 62.50. So now if you've covered some, you say, okay, I'll hang in there with a little bit of it, a little bit left that I have, or maybe 20% or 30% of your original position. You put your stops in. Now, here's the fun part, right? We might be able to buy the stock later on today. Now, again, I'm not a fan of Zoom, but I'm a fan of stocks that are gapped down on earnings that break VWAP, right? There's where you stop the conversation, right? I don't want the stock to go up. I don't care if the stock goes up. I think it's going to zero inevitably, and Zoom will be just another has-been company 3 to 5 years from now, just like Roku and the rest of all this junk. That means nothing to anybody because we're day traders. So if it breaks these levels and the shorts start to cover, that's where we start to buy the stock. It goes up $1, we sell it, we make some money, and then say, great, look at us trading. Fantastic. And that's where we're at. So when you're trading pre-market, again, you could have one move all morning, and then that trend gets broken right at the open. So if you think this market's going down today, you better not stay short if the UVXY starts to go down and the market starts to break highs, because We're in a bull market. Nobody wants to sell. Everybody's chasing. The shorts are still covering. So any these little temporary farts in the wind sell-offs are bullshit. They're just momentary pauses in an upward biased market. So that's where you're at. And then you just sit back and you wait. Yesterday was boring. I told everybody just to buy the Qs, hold them till 4 o'clock. Pretty much nailed it, because usually that's what you get in a bull market. Holiday shortened week Monday, and we got it. There's a few trades to be done. Even some little stock CDIO paid us a couple times yesterday. But the default now is, so right now, if you see red on the screen, you got to say to yourself, oh, that's cute. No chance it's going to last. No chance. Market's never going down ever again. Then you take a pause and you say, okay, if it's going to stay down today, UVXY must stay green, and the Qs or the market has to stay below VWAP. That's your setup. That's your premise. So you assume the market's going up today because it's never going down ever again, ever. But maybe today it takes a pause for 20 minutes or an hour or maybe 3 hours. Because yesterday, if you just sat around watching the same 3 stocks that we watched the last 3 days, Palantir, SE, and Cisco, you made days pay, weeks pay, months pay, and you had the Qs long. And every day is just a wonderful day being liquid and in control of whatever you're doing next. So if you're not following along, and I've been saying this forever, don't trade if you don't understand this setup. Don't trade if you're struggling with any other ideas. This is it. VWAP trading around earnings reports. It works. It's not magic. It's not something that isn't easily understood. Did the company report earnings? I mean, how many times have we had this conversation? Did the company report earnings? Is it above VWAP? Is it breaking VWAP? Oh, it is? Short it. Did the company report earnings? Is it below the VWAP? Is this the first time it's breaking VWAP? It is. Buy it. Where do we place stops? Prior candle lows. Fantastic. What happens if it doesn't work? You get stopped out. What if it does work? You start selling into the move and raise your stops. It's the same trade every day. It's the same day every day. So you have a couple of if-thens, a couple of thesi, ideas, and you've got many stocks to choose from today. So here's a few. You got the Zoom, you got the Qs, obviously. You got Dix, right? So here's the Dix. The shorts are already having their payday. The stock's trying to make its new decision, whether it breaks down under the 127.50 or it stabilizes under the 127.50. So I, as a shorter, right, now at 9:13, I have 0 positions on. I wait for 15 minutes. I don't have anything on usually. I'm not really trading too actively in the pre-market anymore either. But now Dix has popped on the earnings, broke the VWAP. The people that shorted at the VWAP have got paid. This is the 129. The stock's at 128. So officially, it's a profitable trade, but it's just doing nothing. So at the open, this thing's going to probably rip 5 points to the upside or tank 4 points to the downside. I wish I could tell you which way, but what I'm going to hope for is it goes up first, crushes the shorts at the open, and then I'll come in when the stock starts to show its true nature, and hopefully it rolls over and gives us a chance to short it with less risk. Because if it's going to, I want it to go up first, not break 132. So then if it's at 131.20 and starts to roll over, I could short there and use the 132.09, because if you don't have the brochure, turn to page 16 in the brochure. What page? Page 16 in the brochure. If you're shorting stocks and it breaks the pre-market highs of the day, you better not be short. It's pretty much in the brochure. So that's why I'd rather see it go up, so that I know, 132.09, which is the high of the pre-market, you're definitely getting out. And that's where one of those moments where, let's say you're short at 130, 150, and it breaks 132.09, you got to get out of the whole thing, because you never stay in a stock short that's breaking pre-market highs. Same thing as long. You don't want to. The brochure is in my mind. Actually, we do have a brochure. I exactly don't know. It's been a running joke of mine for like 15 years. PPT actually has been my autobiographer. I think there is a brochure. But it's just my rule book. I say it enough, you'll get all the rules eventually, like I said, over time. But right now, if you're short dicks, right, you should still be short dicks. Now, with 15 minutes left in the day, before the open, you want to get out. I wouldn't stay short into the open, because that's where you get those crazy 5-point candles. Now, there's no reason to think it's about to rip 5 points in your face, right? But you don't know, right? So if you're short, you're sitting there on the bid right now at 127.10. That should be you. So if somebody hits your bid, you cover. And the reason that's going to be crazy at the open is that it's not that very active of a stock. When the volume starts to come in, it's going to have a bigger move. And you just don't want to be caught on the wrong side of that move at the open. Now, again, this is where I come in. I'm coming in. I have an idea in my head what I want to see and what I'm going to do. I want to see the shorts get punched right in the fotch at the open. I want to see 5-point rip right to the 132 area and just crush everybody. Then consolidate up there. Give me another short opportunity with risk reward back in my favor. So that's why if Dix drops 6 points at the open, chances are it'll be one of those trades where I don't even do. Oh, okay. Well, there goes Dix. Right in your fotch. Yeah. Faccia brute. Good morning, Tom. So what else we got? We got the Qs, we got SC, we got Macy's has been in play. The GPS is still been in play. Oh, I have oh, you don't know about my family? Yeah, I have 6,800 Italian cousins. That's why I make the sauce. I'm the cook during Christmas. I'm the one who makes the lasagna. Oh, yeah, there's one I haven't checked yet. BBY. I've always been a fan of Best Buy. I remember when they were calling it the Amazon showplace and they were about to go out of business. I was like, one of these stores has to stay in business. People want to go touch things. I still like going and playing with the gadgets before I buy something. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I never bought a TV without looking at it. But if you are just a VWAP biased, what am I trying to say? If you're just trading VWAP around earnings reports, you're long Best Buy already. Because you got a reason to. You got the faux and the show, and now you're in a mini little bro. I mean, it's not really broing. And if you don't know what a faux show bro looks like, here it is. You see how it hit that spot and it hit that spot, and it hit 3 different times. So that was support. Anybody that was using 64.50, they got stopped out to 64. So it gets fake out, shake out, breakout. So now that you've seen people getting out, now it's back above VWAP. That's actually bullish. So, but for me, again, illiquid stock getting near the open, I want to see it get slammed back to see if 64 is a real bottom. Hold 64, hold 64, hold 64. I'm in at 64, near 64, using 64 as my out hard stop, because you never get out of your entire position at one price unless you're trading near the pre-market lows or shorting at pre-market highs. It's page 27 in the brochure. What page? Page 27. Rule number 1 is basically never get out of your entire position at one price. And there's only a few times where you do. And this is one of those times. So if you're trying to pick a bottom, like so if Best Buy comes down to 64, holds it, holds it, holds it, and you're a buyer, it's anywhere above 64, you know you're selling everything at 64 because it's breaking pre-market lows. Same thing with Dick's. If you're short in there, if it spikes up to the 133 and it breaks the 133 or whatever that, whatever. Now I got a new print. It says it hit 133 over here, and it didn't hit 133. Its arms could reach you from here. By the way, if anybody's short Zoom, please do the right thing. You have 10 minutes. You just went down to the next half number. You are a coverer. You better be covering right here. Get on the bid. There you go. Cover right there at the half. Very good. Nice job. Your stop remains the breakdown price right there. So if you zoom in, what price did it break down from? Yeah, actually, let's use the high watermark of the attempt to get over that. 64.09. 64.09. And this is why I like trading the way I trade. It's not percentages. It's the exact price. 64.09. So where do you place your stop? 64.09. Because you just look for high water. Where did it fail to break? 64.09. And that's it. So if you're short and you're down to the last 300 shares of your 600 shares, you're covering here at the half. And 64.09 is your stop on the rest. And now you're looking for 63 and then 62.50. Because 65 gets you 62.50 generally. But again, with 8 minutes to the open, be cautious. You just don't know what's going to happen with these opening candles. And all I do encourage people to do is the easy money. Stay away from more risk. Don't trade in the middle of the day. Don't get out of your entire position at one price. Don't hold options over the weekend. Don't hold overnights. Trade what you see. There's a set of rules. We have an unusually, what's he say? I have an unusual set of skills. I will find you. Good luck. And by the way, you really, really want the market to stay down today. You do. Because if you can convince morons like me to reload on their shorts and then we don't go up and then we don't go down tomorrow, it'll just add to the bullishness for tomorrow. That's how the market works. Remember, I just covered my short on the Qs at 387.50 and I took a beating on it. Right? Lost 5 points on close to 2,000 shares. All I want to do is make that money back. But I'm going to wait for a proper setup if I'm going to do it, if I do it again at all. Once again, I got crushed shorting the Qs because, again, I took my size up. I tried to fight the position. I added to it. I held it for a week, and I just got stopped out. But you know what? If it breaks back under 287, 387.50, I might slam it. Or I don't. Or I just continue to do what works, like shorting Zoom, making money, short the Qs this morning, take some profit. And by the way, full disclosure, if anybody's in Rambus, remember, we're up 25 points on this trade. I sold one contract yesterday. I cannot sit here letting a stock go up 20 points without selling it, even though I think it's going up another 100 points from here. Got to sell some. All right. Massive move. 27-year highs yesterday. Sold one contract. Not selling the stock. Not selling Palantir. I got stopped out of the last 200 shares of rig. So my portfolio consists of Rambus and Palantir right now. And I don't really plan on doing much of owning stocks. But here, you're seeing why you want to cover down there at 63. Look at the spike on the Zoom already. right? And that's not on a lot of volume. That's just thin pre-market movement. But that thin pre-market movement stopped a bunch of people out or whatever they covered right there. This pivot turns into a rally. That rally turns into a massive green candle. And next thing you know, the stock's right up to $66 before you know it. That's why generally within 15 minutes of the open, I'm not in any positions. Cover on the way down, get flat. And Dix is doing its good job going right back up too. So the short, right? The short on Zoom, you're starting to go back up now. The short on Dix, you're starting to go back up now. So we might have another chance at these same exact trades later on. And here's the best thing. Wait 15, wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's good to wait. You're never going to be at a loss to find ideas. Cisco was the most boring stock for the last 3 days, but you had 6 different paydays on Cisco in the last 3 days. Yesterday was phenomenal. Friday's close was awesome. SE, again, didn't look like it was going to do anything yesterday. Turned out to be one of my best trades of the day. Ass cracking, multi-day VWAP breaking, monster move. I mean, for a $37 stock, you got $1.25 out of it. You don't really need much more than that. So lots on the list. So yeah, I'm still looking at the stocks from yesterday. Obviously, I'll be keeping on that SC, the Cisco, but I'm going to stick with Dix, Qs. And then another reason that you want to wait for the open is if you're still only trading options because oh, by the way, if you're only trading options because you don't have enough money in your account, don't trade. Learn to trade the stock, right? Because the options are just an offshoot of the stock. Learn how to don't trade. Learn to trade how to trade the stock, and then you trade options. Because people trade options, they think they just trade the options price. You don't trade options around the option price. You trade it around what the stock is doing. That might not make any sense to you right away, but let's say you're buying contracts at $1.25 and the stock's doing just chopping around. If you put a 25-cent stop on because that's what you're willing to lose, that's not how to trade. All right, I'm buying 10 contracts here at $1.25. Well, and then again, if you put a stop on your entire position, you're doing it the wrong way. So if you stop out of your entire position all at one price, obviously you're doing it wrong. But if you're trading the option just based on price, you're doing it wrong. It's not about what the option contract is worth or what it's at. It's what the stock is doing. So if your stock's chopping around and you put a 25-cent stop on your option contract, you might get stopped out and the stock's not even doing anything but just going sideways and chopping around. And you've put a stop 25 cents lower because, all right, I'm willing to lose a quarter on my $1.25 option. That's not how to trade. You're doing it wrong. Don't do that. There's a rule. There's how to trade and then everything else. You trade option contracts in the money as if it's the stock, and you trade with the stock. You don't just trade the option contract. You can trade the option contract once you realize exactly how it's trading with the stock. But if you're just trading options blindly, then you're doing it wrong. Watch the stock. Now, it's great on Thinkorswim because you could track the option contract along with the VWAP. That's why you want to trade at the money options. Market's going to open in 30 seconds. Are the Qs green yet? All right. So Zoom continued down, right? You're looking for 62.50. If you were brave enough to hold it into the open, you're a maniac, first of all. But cover. Cover, right? You're close to 62.50. There you go. 62.57. Close enough. Q's green yet? All right. So Zoom, if you held it, still do the right thing. Now, Dick's ripping higher, right? There you go. There you go. Dick's ripping higher. That's why you don't stay short into the open. So you got lucky. Again, if you got lucky on the Zoom, congratulations. But there is why you don't stay short into the open, right? You play by the rules, all right? So if you're still short Zoom, now that you've made it through the open, stay short. You're using 63.50 as an out. You cover here 62.50, 65 got you 62.50. Are the Qs green yet? Best Buy tanking. Dick's ripping. So now Dick's made it up to that price, right? I promised you if it goes above 132.09, that's when you start looking to short it, not to buy it, right? There's the short covering, rip your face off moment, right? Then you come in and say, hey, that's what I was hoping to have happen. Cool. Now I could short it at 132. Bang. If you got short at 132, now you cover at 130 and a half, and there's your day's pay. Wham. Cash. That's how you trade. You have an idea, and then if it happens, do something. Now it's at 129, 128.30. Now you got a sick day on your hands. That's why you don't cover it all at one price. Now you're covering 129.50. Now you're covering 129. Now you're covering 128. Now you're covering 128.50. Now you're covering 129. Now you're covering 128.37, and you got yourself a day's pay. So if you didn't hear what I said, right? I don't like to stay short going into the open, but let's say you did. You still want to cover the Zoom. You got lucky. But the Dick's is the one that we had the plan for. If Dick's rallies, we're looking for it to roll. Did it rally? Yeah. Did you short it? Maybe you did. You had risk reward in your favor. Is the market green yet? We're not green yet? Why are we not green yet? UVXY is already starting to go red. There's no chance in hell the market's staying down today. So again, the market's right now sort of red. It's really not red. It's an illusion. But it doesn't matter to you because you shorted the Zoom. Hopefully you got that Dick's. And let's see what's next. Palantir every day. If it's gap down, buy it. Right? Standard procedure every day. If Palantir's red, buy it. Trade continues to work. Day number 6,000. And again, any minute now, we'll start to rally and the whole market will go green. But more importantly, stay focused. Zoom short, you covered, right? 62. Now you're back to 62.50. Very nice. If you bought the Palantir, great. Wasn't even looking at it. So now let's go the Dick's. The Dick's short should be pretty much all but finished by now with a 130 stop on whatever you got left. Short the Dick's, 129.67 and 130 stops. All right, so now you're thinking, why am I not looking to buy Kohl's? I am, just not now. Just waiting. KSS. All right, first buy program of the morning. It took 5 whole minutes. UVXY is red. SVXY is green. You could continue to do that trade. Continues to work. Day number 37 in a row. Anytime UVXY is green, you look for it to go red and short it. And at the same time, you could just buy SVXY when it goes green and make some money. Green, up 15 cents already. Market should be green in 20 minutes because we're never going down, ever again. So again, just take it under advisement. Don't stay short. But let's not lose focus. Dick short worked. Zoom short worked. The Q short worked. Here we are. Next trade might be Coles long. So let's take a look. But if you bought SVXY already, you're up a day's pay. Again, this is typical day trading. You buy a $94 stock, you get your 15 or 20 cents out of it, you sell a little bit, put a stop on. All right, Coles. I like when a stock is down more, but 22.50. I got to look for it to go to 22 now. See if it gets extra down, oversold, extra down, same thing. Or you're done, which is always a good thing. If anybody's done with their day already, I love you, because if you shorted the dicks, the plan was if it spikes above 133, look to short it back when it breaks to 132, using the 133 as your out. You got a 4-point trade, and there it was. And you covered at 129, 128.50, 128 possibly, and you're the best trader in the world now. But remember, UVXY is already red. So that's telling you nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of this red. Nobody cares about anything. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And they'll continue not to care. Because when the market wants to go up, we can be going up for the next 18 months to 10 years. Nobody cares. Except me. I'm the only one. I'm also the only one that's ever lost money trading. I'm the only one that's ever held a stock that's gone to zero. I'm the only one that ever loses money trading. I'm a unique guy. I'm the only one on the internet knows that lost money trading. But also, you know what I'm in? I'm also the greatest cryptocurrency trader ever. I can honestly say I've never lost money trading cryptocurrency. Isn't that insane that I could actually say that out loud? Every time I bought something, I've made money on it. Every single time. Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. I bought Bitcoin in 2017. Doggy Coin, what was that? Ripple. Oh, wait, I got one for us. Hang on a second. I think we just missed the Coles entry. Do I want to trade a worthless Chinese stock? I don't. But I got to chart it to see just in case, because again, no, you do. And there goes the best buy. IQ is a buy. IQ, worthless Chinese stock at 472, right? Because if you can answer the one question, is it a stock? Yes. Did it report earnings? Yes. Is it below the VWAP? Yes. Did it just break VWAP? Yes. You should buy it. And that's trading, right? Now, if I was in it already, I probably would sell it already, because $4 stock, I'm usually in 2,000, 3,000 shares. I'd be in at 472. 472 got you 480 already. I would have sold 1,000 shares already, just to lock in the game. But now you're looking for more. Obviously, it broke down from 487. You look for 487. You put a stop at 473, and you have a nice day. Zoom over VWAP sounds pretty good. There you go. You got paid on the downside, right? You covered your short. Now you go long, just like I had this conversation about 20 minutes ago. What you're doing pre-market and near the open has no bearing on what you might be doing at 9:45. By the way, this IQ, if you're in it, again, it's a $4 stock. You're not looking to make $1. You're looking to make 12 cents. So remember, the buyers that bought it at 472, they're going to sell you some of it right here at 483. They're looking for 487, breaks 487, the stock goes to 494. Do the right thing. By the way, if you bought Zoom, yeah, let's go. Told you this would be a buy at one point today. right? Wash out the longs and then make them pay up for it. There you go. You just get paid, right? There goes my SC again for the 1,000th time. Stock keeps going green almost every day. Rivian, always on the list. Zoom long, y'all. I love it. I like it when my commentary all starts to come true right before our very eyes. And then we sing songs and then we shut the computer because there's no reason to continue to trade once you make your day's pay, because that's your job. Now, again, if you shorted UVXY or bought SVXY, I bought SVXY 94.90, 94.99. You sell here at 95.12. You put a stop at 94.99 and you stay long SVXY until you get stopped out. But the idea was that, UVXY is green. It ain't going to last. But more importantly, if you bought the Zoom, you sell here at 63.50. You put a stop at 62.90. Just follow the rules, right? We have this idea that the market's going to be green today. Doesn't mean it's going to be green. Right now, you just stayed focused. You had Dix, Zoom. Maybe you got this IQ on right now. Zoom short into the Zoom long. Just pick your spot, work your order, and then Baidu starts to rally. Baidu, everyone, Baidu, BIDU, come on. Worthless Chinese stocks. It's a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. All right. It's over. Not interested. Stock's up 3 points already. Couldn't care less. We already missed it. Baidu. It's a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal on an earnings report. Like I said, if you could find this trade, take this trade and don't do anything else. There it is. 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversals on earnings reports. 379 now in a row this year. There it is. Sorry I missed it. Not buying it now. Don't care. Comes back to 111. Maybe I'm interested. But right now, SVXY long, Q's long, Zoom long, everything's going up, nothing's going down. We never go down ever again until we do. I don't know. What do you want to do next? I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? We just missed Baidu. What do you want to do next? You got Zoom long, still long. All right. You got the 63.50. Good. Why is my coffee cold already? All right. Let's go back to that Best Buy, people, right? I was talking about how much I like the company, right? I don't like many stocks. I like Best Buy. Cool. It was a short first, right? And then what happened? Did it break over the VWAP? It did. So if you bought the first VWAP break at 64.28, your first stop would be the 64, and then the bottom of the candle, 63.23, and then the other candle, 62.92. Because every time you put a trade on, it's the exact same trade as the last time you put the trade on. So why are you buying it? Because it broke VWAP. Okay, I'm buying it because it broke VWAP. Bottoms of prior candles are my stops. Fantastic. Well, then 64.29, you're selling here at 65.50. Do you sell your entire position at one price? Nobody ever sells their entire position at one price. But you sell some here because your target's 67 on Best Buy. Is it going to go to 67, Kenny? I don't know. It could. That's why you don't sell your whole position at one price. Oh, that makes sense. Does it? I bet you don't listen to me 2 days after I say it. Hey, well, I didn't hear you mention not selling your entire position at one price, even though you say it every day. Oh, cool. All right, great. So why'd you put that trade on? If you put a trade on without knowing why you're putting a trade on, you should lose money. Every trade you put on, why am I putting this trade on? Where do I think it's going? And what if I'm wrong? That's it. If you can't answer those questions, you're not a trader. You're a loser. You're a loser. And you're going to lose.
Well, Kenny, you said the market would be going up today. It's not really going up right now.
So what? I'm hoping it goes down. I'm rooting against you, and I'm just get stopped out of my SVXY. All right, next. Holy shit! That symbiotic stock went to $52. Holy cow! There's so much stuff going on every morning. It's just absolutely mind blowing. By the way, Baidu, right? Earnings reversal. Look at it go. I ain't buying it. You know why? Because I don't buy stocks that I missed 4 points on already. I don't care. Let it go. But I'm in IQ, loaded the boat on IQ, didn't you? Come on, you're not going to miss the earnings reversal on IQ, are you? You didn't sell it, did you? You just bought it at 472, 475. You didn't sell it because it pulled back to VWAP, did you? You're a loser, right? You got to have proper stops. Where are your stops? So if you bought 472, the bottom of the first candle is 469, the second candle is 465, and the low of the day is 460. So unless it broke all those prices, you should still be in some of this IQ because the target was 487. Where did it just hit? 487. Now you could sell some. Because if you get into a position without having proper stops on, you're a loser. You're a loser. Don't be a loser. I know all about being a loser, man. That's why I'm good at this. Don't be a loser. There's rules to trading. Stick to the rules. If you don't, you're going to be a loser. Best Buy, baby. Right? Now, if you're in it, what are you doing now? Nothing. Right? If you're in it, if you're in Best Buy long now, what are you doing right this second? You're doing nothing because the stock's just waiting to do something. So now you see that kind of like that triple bottom right there, and then the VWAP. Those are reasons to do something. Right there. 64.70, 64.77. That's a reason to do something. And the VWAP. So if you're in the Best Buy long because you bought it on the VWAP break, you've sold into the move, you've collected some money, and now you're in the rest, hoping for the best, you put a stop on. And now you can't lose, right? UVXY back in the green. We might actually stay down today on the market. Probably not. But again, don't be swayed by my commentary. Stick with you're in the Best Buy long. Maybe Zoom, you might have got stopped out if you used the whole number just now. Stay focused. Choose your spots. Best Buy still good. Right? Best Buy long, still good. Right? Consolidation candle. We're breaking the high now. So it's still good. You stick with it. Here's the loser. Here's the loser mentality. Oh my God, the market's tanking. I better get out of this stock. Loser. Loser. That's not how you trade. If you're in a position that's working, oh my God, the market's tanking. I should sell my stock. No, you should say, wow, the market's tanking and the stock that I own is going up. That's awesome. I mean, work my order according to what the stock is doing. Winner. Losers dump their stock because of what the overall market's doing. If your stock's bucking the overall trend of the market, that's even more bullish. I'm a loser. Oh, I think I got something for us to get interested in. Coles. All right, we waited for the Coles, right? Now it's where we want it to be, right? Flirting with those lows or breaking those lows. Very nice. So now what I wait to see is it break 22, consolidate, and then back above 22. I'm a buyer, and then I use those low prints as my outs. If it sets up. By the way, if you're still long Zoom, awesome. They tried to wick you out. One of your stops is right there. So if you're still in the Zoom, now you're definitely going to use that wick. These two prices right here. So the bottom of that candle is the 91. And the bottom of this candle right there is 70, 80. No, sorry, 67. But I'm waiting on this Coles now. I want to see what happens here at the big fat hole number. You obviously realize the market's never going down, right? So again, let it break 22. Let's see if we get a shot at it. I know there's a lot of red on the screen. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. The market will be green by the end of the day. Now, I say that with confidence because UVXY is already red. So UVXY being red, all this red going on right now is bullshit. It's just profit taking off stocks that are up hundreds, thousands of %. But if you're in Best Buy, let's go. You still be in the Best Buy, right? Because you don't get out of your entire position at one price, do you? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Right? You might still be long Zoom because you don't get out of your entire position at one price. Now it's 66. You sell 100 shares. If you got 100, 200 left, sell 100 right there at 66. As long as I'm risking less than I expect to make, as long as it's in your favor. That's why selling naked calls before an earnings report, even if it works, the risk reward's not in your favor by definition. All right. Best Buy. There you go. All right. Best Buy, right? Came in with a plan, right? What was the plan, Stan? We're looking to buy Best Buy on a dip. Oh, we got the dip, and now we got the rip, right? Dip and rip. VWAP break. Know your trade. Don't sell your whole position at one price because your target was 67. Was the stock at 67? No. So you should still be in some because you're looking for 67. So now that it's rallied, you take the stops off from the bottom, remove this one, remove this shit over here, remove this over here, remove this over here because none of it means anything now. None of it because you've won the trade. Now the question is lock it up. Not the question. Now the idea is lock it up. Just broke a double top. 65.70. That's it. That's your new stop because you've obviously sold some. Now you put a stop at 65.70 on the rest. You hope it goes to 67 and 1,000, or you sell the rest at 65.70. That's it. Coles 21.75. We're looking for 21.50 to see what happens down there. UVXY still near the lows of the day. There's no chance the market's staying down. No chance. There's no chance. And if it does stay down today, it's going up tomorrow. So it doesn't even matter. You might as well just buy the Qs now. It doesn't even fucking matter. Market's never going down ever again in our lifetime. Ever again. Ever! Woo! Sorry. It's a bull. Sorry, when I get a little overly bearish, my body starts to reject it. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to scare you. We will go down one day. I promise you. The market will actually go down 2 days in a row one day, sometime in the future. I didn't mean to frighten anybody there. I'm going to go up. I need to take a sedative now. What are you doing? They don't own the land, never did. Nobody wants them, right? And they try to, of course, the media, because everybody hates the Jews, tries to make it seem like the Israelis are the aggressors here. Meanwhile, they're surrounded by these fucking Muslim countries. Nobody wants that Palestinians. There's 1,000 other countries with all the Muslims. Nobody loves them. And they say that Israel is a speck in the middle of all these fucking savages. And they're the ones that say they're aggressive, they take over all those lands. They're going to teach you 300 Palestinians own nothing. And it's a war crime to rape people. So if they're screaming for genocide of the Jews, but if the Jews just say, please leave us alone, we want to defend ourselves, they're the bad guys, they're a bunch of savage terrorists. They were celebrating the streets when the buildings came down. Hey, Best Buy, new highs. Don't get out of your entire position at one price, my friends. And if you're trading options, right now, you could have got some options going, right? So what kind of option would you be looking at? You'd be looking at the 60 what? Broke 64.30. You should have been looking at the 64.50s or the 65s if they existed, right? And let's take a look at what they did. BBY. Breaking 64, you go get the 65. So the 65s, you would have been buying them at 113. They're at 172 now. Not bad. But more importantly, if you're in Best Buy right now long, and I hope you are, sell. You just got to the half number. You got, even if you have 100 shares, sell 30 shares. Practice not selling your entire position because you're still thinking it's going to 67 and then 68. But you do the right thing by selling a little bit at the half. Even if you have 9 shares left, sell 3. Don't get out of your entire position at one price until it forces you to get out. Right? So if you got out of a trade because I got scared. Ooh, I got scared. Did you? Scared of what? Scared of what? Scared of what? What was going to happen? Ooh, it was going to go down. And then what was going to happen? And what was going to happen? You'd sell out. Right? That's why you've raised your stop. Nothing bad could happen now because now your hardcore stop is at 65.71. Nothing bad can happen. Just don't sell your whole entire position at one price. There's no fear. You trade price. There's no fear in price. It's if then. It's mechanical. It's maniacal and mechanical. Because once you accept price and VWAP into your life, you'll become a really better trader because nothing else matters. And then you'll start to see how much of a joke the market truly is. And when somebody tells you that they're shorting a stock because it's overvalued, you say, what? None of these stocks have real value anyway. You can't base anything on value. It's what the stock is doing. This guy's telling me Palantir is his number one short idea. I'm like, cool. Go for it. I love shorting stocks breaking 2.5-year highs. Go for it, baby. That's sarcasm. I don't like shorting stocks at 2.5-year highs. But it's just a matter of time until the market realizes, oh, that's right, we don't go down, and it's going to start going up any minute. And if it doesn't, who cares, right? And that's how you trade, right? That's how you trade. None of this matters. It's a video game, right? You don't think about your P&L. I don't look at the money I'm up or down until the end of the day. I know whether or not I'm making money or not. I don't need to go check. The uh-oh, frozen. Do you see that? Matrix. Oh, we're all gonna die. Did you just see that? The whole market just my whole entire internet just paused. Uh-oh. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. Who cares what I was saying? It's irrelevant. This trade price. Leon. All right. So longs that might be still intact. Best Buy getting close to getting stopped out of the rest. Zoom might have got you out already. I'm not sure if it spiked down or not. Wasn't watching. But I'll still assume the market has no shot of staying red today. And again, if it stays red, it's even more likely tomorrow will be an up day. So it doesn't even matter. I am the morning show. Anyway, Zoom new highs. Best Buy just got us out. Did it? Almost. One more tick, and I'm sure we're getting stopped out. And again, just one more takeaway before we even continue. It doesn't matter what the market's doing, right? Right. The easy money buying the market is over. If you missed the greatest 3.5 week rally in history of mankind, you missed it already. It's all right. Who cares? You're getting stopped out of Best Buy. That's the only thing that matters right now. And it's over. All right, cool. Out of Best Buy. Market's struggling to actually go green. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. We're actually red still. Ooh, wild. Oh, wait a minute. Are we allowed to stay red for one day? We've gone up basically 30 days in a row. It's all right. But I'm still thinking we're going green by the end of the day because UVXY is red. So if UVXY was over 1116 right now, maybe I'd be thinking we would go down, but nothing really matters. So you got to remember, what are you doing here? What are you trying to do? What's your goals? Here's your goal. I trade earnings reversals around VWAP, and then I shut my computer. Well, guess what, sir? Your day is over. Good job. And as much as I like to hang and sing and dance for you, I got a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things going on in my life. If you don't know, my life is in freaking turmoil right now. If you don't know about obviously what's going on, I started a bunch of organizations. I'm also thinking about running for president. I got a mother-in-law that just had a stroke who's moving in with us, so I got to redo my entire basement. So the last thing I want to do is sit here and watch the market all day. I got 1,000 things going on in my life, and it's tearing me apart. Yet I could still stay focused enough to put a few winning trades on, teach you guys about it, and hopefully you guys can profit with me for the rest of your days that you want to sit here for at least an hour or so. And again, all you got to do is 3 hours a day, focus for 3 hours a day. This idea of studying and analyzing is bullshit. Once you get this down, it's the same trade every single day, every single time, no matter what. This is where I'm buying the stock. This is why I'm buying the stock. This is where I'm going to sell it if it gets here. And this is where I'm going to sell it if I'm wrong. It's the same trade over and over again. If anybody would like to talk to me privately about some things that are going on, I'm having open therapy sessions. I'm also going to be doing a Saturday session with my members just to go over this trade, to make sure you don't sell everything all at one price, to go over the rules. This is what we do at my website. After 5 or 6 weeks, we go back and review the last 5 or 6 weeks and go over some of the trades that may or may not have happened. Zoom new highs, people. You're still in it, right? Because you don't sell it all at one price, right? Market's going to go green today. I'm telling you. Now, after you've done the Best Buy, the Zoom, the SVXY, maybe the Best Buy or the Zoom earlier or the Symbiote or the Dix or whatever you got, and you got some money, you want to throw a hundy, which is $100. You want to throw a hundy on some out-of-the-money calls on the Qs? Now you do it. Because you say, all right, cool. I've taken the high probability trades. I've won. Now I could take a spec play if I feel like it. Like buying the 390 calls on the Qs for today. Let's see how much they are. You understand? You don't put on lotto plays until you make real money on the high quality trades. The person that buys the 390s, right, just because you think something, you're losing. But if you're in SVXY long and you got stopped out of some, you didn't get stopped out of all of it, did you? Did it break 94.99? I don't know. Did it? Did it on that pullback? Did it break 94.99? I don't think it did. So even though you got stopped out of 94.11, you're still in it because you didn't get stopped out, and you understand that the market's never going down and SVXY goes up every day because that's what it does. It goes up every day because UVXY goes down every day. Now, Coles, right, got under the 22. If you were sitting there stalking it for a long enough period of time, right, caught a double bottom. Maybe you bought it coming out of the bottom range. It followed through for 35 cents. There's your day's pay. It's all about waiting for the trade. Somebody might have done that trade while we're sitting here, right? And by the way, there's no chance in hell the market's going down today. Fucking nuts. Are you fucking out of your mind right now? UVXY tanking again. It's free money, people. SVXY long, UVXY short, and chances are the Qs will be green. But now it's the 300th thing on your mind. You don't care. And by the way, 290s for today on the Qs for 70 cents. That's a ripoff. That's FOMO prices. 66 cents for a 390 today? It's too much. I'm not interested. But what I am interested is in crushing the UVXY every single day, buying SVXY. SVXY goes up when UVXY goes down, which is basically every day. There's a trade that works every single day. Earnings reversals are fantastic, but nothing's more fantastic than crushing UVXY. To the imbeciles like me that think that ooh, because World War III's starting, I better buy some volatility products. Never works. It doesn't work. The only time UVXY goes up is the first 3 days of an epic moment of fear. And once it even subsides just a little bit, UVXY crashes, the market goes up, everybody gets trapped short, and here we are. It's the same day, it's the same week, it's the same month, it's the same shit for years and years and years and years, and it'll never stop. And then when everybody gets giddy and Kathy Wood's on television again talking about how great her quarter was, crush everything. As soon as they start parading Kathy Wood around, that'll be the top of the market and we'll crush everything again, which might not be for another 18 months or 2 years, but it's going to happen. I see silver, yeah. Hi ho. I just need another $30 on it. Hey, a Zoom new highs. Zoom new highs. So again, I will turn bearish on the market when UVXY actually has a green day. So it can't even stay green for more than 5 minutes. So, and again, if UVXY goes green today again, maybe the market stays down. Maybe. But you understand how that commentary means nothing to anybody already, right? Nobody cares what the market's doing right now, do you? Exactly. You care about the Zoom and the Best Buy. You care about the Dicks and the Coles, maybe Symbiotic. Now you got Zoom hitting new highs. They're only $1.50 away from going green, right? Market never goes down, ever, right? Every stock's being bought on dips, every single one of them. Coles not so much, but by the way, if the stock you're trading on a dip doesn't get bought the first day, like Caterpillar the first day, then it goes up the next 3.5 weeks straight. So I don't know I don't know how great Coles is as a stock or whatever, but if Caterpillar didn't wake you up to that idea, Caterpillar was dead that day. We couldn't even make a 50 cents on the stock, and then it wound up going up 35 points. Same thing with Apple. So anyway, we're already into the boring part of the day. It's 10:14, right? La, 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 la. Hey, there goes Big Ange. Who was an Angie? ANGH, Big Ange. Just hit the 250 mark. Big Ange. Why do I know this stock? Oh, actually, it just broke VWAP. That's large Marge, but close. Big Ange was some gangster's wife on one of those like housewives show, I think. Salud. You guys want to join in with Big Ange? Big Ange gets over 250. Could be interesting. Big Ange. I'm in. Let's get some Big Ange. Oh. Breaks 250. We're put on some I don't know. Well, I don't know what I was gonna say. Put on some what would go with Big Ange? Oh, market accelerating to the downside. I guess we're gonna go test the spot where I covered the Qs. How funny. Well, not funny, but funny. Hey, Big Ange, waking up. Didn't break down. Still needs to get over 250 to go parabolic. $287.50 on the Qs. Can you believe it? I actually don't believe it. But I'm liking this Big Ange right here. Big Ange, 245. Okay. Come on. Come on, Big Ange. You got to sell some at 43 for good luck. Just sold 3,000. Hopefully the next push gets us over 50. This thing goes over 250. You look for 265. Got 48,000 shares of it. Maybe you make yourself a dime. 15 more cents on it. 45s are trading. 45, 47, 48. Put an offer out at 49. See if you get taken. I was hoping that was going to break the 250, but you got big size on the offer, so give it a little room. Under 387.50, I think my auto trader just shorted the Qs again, so I'm short the Qs. From 387.50, I have it already programmed into my computer. I'm not letting the market go down without me shorting something. So 387.50, that was the price I covered on the way up yesterday. That's the price I just got short just now. And let me make sure I take profit this time because I'm as shocked as you are. Hey, I just got somebody just bought Big Ange from me at 49. 49. That's good. Just sold 800 shares at 249. I just top ticked it, so hopefully we can get 250 on the bid now and get this thing going. We got to get 250 bid, and then we'll look for 262. But while you're doing it, if you are short the Qs, you just got the 387. You got to cover some down here. Even if you shorted 287.50, take the money. All right, I'm down to the last 50,000 shares of Ange. I'm going to put a 238 stop on it. 240 and 238, I guess, is close enough. Screw that, 240. If I stop out, who cares? All right, suddenly we're short the Qs, and yeah. And Big Ange. We're looking for 250 on Big Ange. 50's a trading. 50's a trading. Just sold a little bit more there at 49. Now I'm looking for 262. 262 would be nice on some of it. Big size on the offer. We got to get 250 on the bid. Hasn't gone bid yet, so it hasn't crossed over. We need a crossover. We got to get 50 on the bid. Come on. Wow. Won't cross over. Yeah, I'll sell 100 more shares. That'll ensure it goes up. Oh, maybe not. I'm as shocked as you are. How did that not just break 250? By the way, we're still zooming long, right? Right? Still got the zoom long. Anybody get reshort the dicks, please? For the love of God. Did anybody short dicks? Please, for the love of God, somebody tell me you got short again. It got to the 133 again. Zoom long, dick short. Another day's pay. Same trades. Big Ants just sold some at 250 finally. All right. I'm raising my stop to 243 on Ange. 243 stop on what I got left. Hard stop on the rest. Limit stop 243. Looking for 262. And I will sell a little bit more at 262. If you get through 262, I'll look for 275. Big Ange, baby. Don't sell it all at one price. Big size on the offer at 254. We should get it. And you see how I shorted the Qs? Because I took my brain out of it. I was like, if it breaks 387.50, I'm shorting it. I don't care. I thought you said you weren't going to short the Qs today. Broke 387.50. Got to do it. But I'm not staying short, right? So now if you're in from 387.50, you covered 387. Now you're looking for 386.50. And what do you think the stop's going to be? Look at Sleon. You're in my head. Look at him. 387 is the stop now, right? It's a little bit too tight of a stop, but I concur because you can't stay short. Even though it feels all right now, do not get comfortable short in the market. That's when you blow shit up. Has this thing not been on the whole time? Oh. The Raging Bullers, man. You got to get to my website. It's all right. It's free pass. Come on in. Weather's fine. Take a picture of the zucchini pie recipe. Do we need any alcohol? Who doesn't need alcohol? And if you had the under for when my wife texts me, you lost. She can't resist. Hon, just don't text me between 8 o'clock and noon. And if you had the over, you lost. All right. Oh, just got stopped out of Big Ange. All right, it's over. Just gotten stopped out of the Qs, and that's over. And suddenly we're flat again. Joey flat again. He used to beat me up on my way to Hebrew school, and that's why I'm so pissed off. What? All right. So interesting morning. We came in. We had a lot of ideas. One of them was to short dicks, and it was a short the pre-market. I warned everybody to get the hell out before the open. But if they rip it at the open, let's short it again. Nailed it. Crushed it. If you missed the first move, the second move, the third move, the fourth move, or the fifth move, or the sixth move, you had a seventh opportunity to short it when it rolled over and broke VWAP at 130. 130 and a half got you down to 127 and a half. Right now, we are still long Zoom because we're presuming. Yeah, you see what I did there? We're still long the Zoom because we're presuming. The jokes write themselves today. We're presuming it's going to go to 65.42 because that's what stocks do. But we're in from down here, and we've sold here. We've got stopped out of some there, but we don't sell our entire position at one price. The last stop is where it broke out from, and now we raise our stop to 64.12. Oh, Susanna, raise your stop to there. Then you lock it up, and you can't lose money. Down you go. Oh, ba-ba-doo-boo. Anyway, there you go. Sorry, I didn't hit the button. Sometimes I just hit that button and it goes live. Sometimes I hit this button and it goes live. I'm always live here. So the easiest solution is come find me, hitthebid.com, or Google me. My name's Kenny Glick. I'm on the internet. I like to smoke weed and I know things. What was that saying? I drink and I know things. I smoke weed and I'm a loser. According to my wife, anybody who smokes weed over the age of 30 is a loser. My wife has to wake up from society. We're the cool kids now. Oh, I've always been the cool. What am I talking about? I'm a nerd. I'm a loser and a nerd. But I was always the guy with the weed on him. If you needed weed, you came to me. I always had something on me. But it was always like, shh, go into the corner. Now we're out in the open. Oh, no, Big Ange. Don't leave without me. Oh, Big Ange. Big Ange, you hurt me. Oh, Big Ange, she knew where I put the stop, that bitch. She went right to my damn stop and got me out. All right, whatever. But Zoom long still, people, please, for the love of God, please be in this one. We worked so hard. Zoom long, baby. 65.42. It's like Thanos, inevitable. Oh, wait, sorry. I got to qualify that. No, it's not inevitable. I am not saying it's guaranteed in any way whatsoever. The only reason we're long is that we bought it because it broke VWAP and it's breaking over the range. I have no idea where it's going, nor do I endorse any rate recommendations, and nobody should ever trade. It's the worst thing you can do with your money ever. No one should ever trade. It's too risky. You're idiots for trying. Every once in a while, I need to give that disclaimer. This is not about stock picks. It's about knowing why you're making your own trades. Okay, friends? It's not about me. You certainly don't want to be me over the last 10 days. I've gotten my fucking ass kicked. Again. Trades, again. Why did I lose money, friends? Oh, did you not hear? Shithead over here got short again, the Qs, with 2,000 or 1,800 shares. I'm the best. And I hold it over the weekend. Yeah. Woo! Took a nice, $7,800 hit, close to $8,500 at one point. Yeah. I just made some of that back, but yeah. Awesome. Do 38 trades in a row, blow it all up by shorting the Qs. Yeah. Here's an idea. Don't short the Qs anymore. It always comes back to haunt me. And I was right for about an hour. And I just refused to get out until yesterday. I was like, all right, if we don't go down on Monday, I'm getting out. Obviously, I should have shorted them again today. But right now, it's about Zoom going green, homies. Zoom going green. If we get through 65.41, we got to be going to 66. If we get 66 on Zoom, we're going 67.50. We get 67.50 on Zoom, we get 70. That's why you don't sell your entire position at one price. Even if you're in the last two lots now is making up for all of it. Maybe you blew some guy at the side of the road. No, but maybe you got out prematurely, like Best Buy. Oh, no. See, Best Buy, we got stopped out of. What can we do? I could have got back in, right? I could have got back in. See the price where it went to, mother fudger? Went right to the freaking stops me out at the worst freaking price. But I'm a rule-based trader. My stop was 65.75, 77. It went right to that price, got me out, and now is left without me. It's not going to happen in Zoom. It's not going to happen in Zoom going green. Not going to happen in Zoom, right? Not going to tell us what to do. See, this is where you're learning how to trade. You don't get out of the Zoom trade. Oh, the market's pulling back. I'm going to just sell everything I have at one price because the market's doing something. You're a loser. You're a loser. That's what losers do. Losers get out of their entire position at one price. Losers. Losers. Winners stay in the trade as long as they possibly can for
with a target and they raise their stop. And then if they get out because they're forced out, then it's okay. Like in the Best Buy, it got me. What can I do? I'm playing by the rules. And why did I get smoked on the cues? Because I disobeyed every rule there was. You don't hold a losing position overnight, idiot. But there I was doing it. And then another night. And then I added to a losing position. And I held it another night. And then 5 days later, I'm still in this fucking position like an idiot. Because I'm a loser. But then I come back, I stay focused. I kill it on the Best Buy, the Zoom, the SVXY. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I did it again. That's right. Cried to my dad. He's like, what's wrong with you? But right now, where did we say, oh my freaking God? Dick Short. Somebody tell me you revisited that trade. And who's still in the Zoom? We're looking for 65.41. I'm a loser. Why do you think I'm so good at picking out who the losers are? I'm the king of the losers. Right? And I know when people are delusional because I know what a loser sounds like. Right? I know what a loser does. And I know how a loser acts. And I know what a loser says. So if you're acting and saying and doing all those things that make you a loser, I'm pretty sure you're a loser. But the delusional trader says, nah, I've got it all figured out, even though I'm a loser. You're a two-time loser. If you're delusional about what you're doing, you get one trade right, but yet the next 93 trades are bad, and all you do is focus on that one win.
You got it all. I got it all figured out. I did one good trade this month, even though the rest of the 98 didn't work.
You're delusional. 65.49, everybody. And by the way, this is how we do it. It's not about stock picks. It's about knowing why we are long Zoom and why we thought it might go to that orange line. Because we trade what the market does, not what we think the market's going to do. Right? That's the difference. We trade what the market is doing, not what we think, because thinking doesn't work. Thinking doesn't work. Thinking convinced me not to buy AMAT on the dip. Oh, they're being investigated by the DOJ. The fuck was I thinking? That's more of a reason to buy it. Oh my God, this company not only does it not cure Alzheimer's, it gives you Alzheimer's? Oh, I'm in. Let me buy some SRPT. Oh, wow, this drug got denied by the FDA. It's down 93%. Oh, I'm definitely buying this one. That's how you trade. That's why you're still in the Zoom long, because you know your premise of why you're in it is being validated by price. And you don't sell your entire position at one price, because if you do, you're a loser. And I'm back again, right? I love trading. By the way, if you're insulted by me calling you a loser, no, wait. If you think I'm talking to you, you're probably right. If it hurts, hey, is he talking about me? Yes, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about all of us. We all do the same dumb shit. But if you're saying, hey, man, he's talking to me, maybe I should change what I'm doing. Yes. But if you say, hey, maybe he's talking to me, that's bullshit. I'm insulted. You're a loser. Now you're a two-time loser. You can't talk to me like that. You're a loser. Bro, I blew my. I lost close to $10,000 shorting the Qs. I'm the king of the losers, bro. It's insane. It's like being a Jets fan. Exactly. When I actually held this short over the weekend, I was like, oh man, we're definitely going down. This is bullshit. Yeah, sure. All right, listen. If you're raising your stop on the Zoom and we get stopped out and it never goes green today, who cares? Right? We've won the money. The money's in the account right now. You got to press the button. And right now we're hoping for more, right? We're in the rest, hoping for the best. But now we got to make a decision. Are we gonna take this profit because it's breaking back below that 65.12? That's your decision right now. The more risk tolerant you might be, maybe you use the breakout from 64.96. If you're a little bit more risk tolerant, maybe you let this thing breathe all the way down to 64.50. That's up to you. My risk tolerance is at 0 right now because I want out, because I want the money. So at 65, what price are we looking at? 65. Oh, so that's 65.12. You cash out of the rest if you have to. 2 cents, 1 cent to go. Still in it. By the way, even though the market's gone down, you do realize that it's probably not going to stay down. So we got all day. Right? Now that $100 bill, now you got $600 to play with, right? Zoom, Best Buy, SVXY, maybe some dicks. Hopefully you shorted the dicks again. The thing is a freaking juggernaut trade today. All right, you just got stopped out of Zoom. Great. Now what do you want to do? You want to keep trading? What do you want to do now? Now that we're flat again, what do you want to do? Want to buy some calls on the Qs, assuming they're going to go higher? What do you want to do? You want to shut the computer and just run? It's always a good choice. Right? So now the question is, what do you want to do? I generally want to, I got a freaking shit ton of shit that I got to do every day now. Usually I'm glued to this chair until about 12 o'clock. Oh, by the way, Big Al, he did cash out of the Qs, but he secretly told me he's back into that other weird Q related trade. I don't know if anybody even knows QYLD. QYLD is a product that QYLD is a weird product. It's the Qs, but they're all leveraged. Leveraged. What's leveraged mean? Leveraged. Is that a word? Did I just invent the word? They're hedged and leveraged. That's what I was leveraged. They're leveraged. Yes. Leveraged. Why not? So QYLD is QQQ long, but inside it, they actually sell calls against all the positions to you're hedged and you're basically you're capping your gains a little bit, but you're protecting yourself. So he went back into some of that just to be in some sort of Q related product. So he's not completely Q-less, but he has locked in a considerable amount of the Glick fund into treasuries. All right. So yeah. Dick's. Very nice. And by the way, the Qs, right? 10 cents away from where we had them short. That's why you cover on the way down. You can't stay short a market that UVXY is not going up. By the way, all of this selling that we've had today, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Q's just rallied from 241 to 291. A 3-point pullback? That's a fart in the wind. It's nothing. If the market was going to go down today, and still, I'm convinced we're not going to even stay down. UVXY should be at $11.30. So it's just a matter of time. But full disclosure, I did sell some Rambus yesterday because it hit over. It went to 27-year highs yesterday. I sold one contract. Down, 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 and down, but it'll down, down, and down, but it'll down, down, and down. What do you want to do now? So YouTubers, I'm also now on the stock. I'm on the Twitter. Me and my dog. I'm doing a show with my dog called Brocephus and me. It's basically me high, filming my dog for 15 seconds to see if he does something, and then I turn around to my dumb face. That's the whole show. It's pretty hilarious in my opinion. His nickname is Brocephus, yeah, or Cephas. He answers to all those things now. And yeah, I'm on the Twitter. I'm on the stock twits. I'm on the. I'm not on the Instagram. I'm on Truth Social now. My screen name is Go Fuck Yourself. I heard I'm supposed to be joining something called Threads. I don't know what Threads is, but I heard somebody's joining that. Anybody know what Threads are? What's Threads? I'm so not hip. Is that the new hip thing? I'm on Bumble and Rumble and Tumble. Some guy, Bob, really likes me. Sent me like a picture of himself already. I think I joined the wrong website. Uh-oh. Suddenly everything's green again, right? Oh. Maybe we should just buy the Qs now. Probably. What time Q's green? Oh no, did the Coles make its move again without me for the 15th time? Ooh. Yes. If you're in it already, I freaking love you because there's a mini faux show bro ass crack right there at 2170. And if I was in 2170, you sell some here at 22. Now you're looking for the VWAP break. Yeah. By the way, Coles is set up for awesomeness. Not meaning it's going to work, but it's been below the VWAP the whole morning. So if it can get something going above the VWAP, yeah, maybe you can get past the 22.25 this time and get back to the 2250. That doesn't look bad. I'd be in it already. Ready. And now look at that zoom. Look at the zoom stop, right? See, when you play by the rules, remember, this is a big thing right here because we're all mentally challenged, right? When you play by the rules and it works, remember. So the next time you sell into the move and it skyrockets 30% after you get out of the last lot, remember when you did the right thing and it worked out perfectly. Because most of the time, all I do is harp on every fucking mistake I make and condemn myself to hell. Remember when we did something good? That trade was awesome, right? Boom, boom, got stopped out, wham. Speaking of wham, where's Ange? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Hello. By the way, if I
if I had a choice right now to be reincarnated as somebody, I want to come back as Boyd Crowder. I think I might have to get a Boyd Crowder tattoo. He's my new favorite character, I think, in television history. Boyd Crowder. You know what I'm talking about? What's Justified? The outlaw Boyd Crowder. He's the best. By the way, if you haven't seen Justified, it's worth it. The new Justified, I haven't even got to it yet, but I'm still working my way through the old Justified. By the way, I watched 2 movies yesterday just to occupy my time. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, worth it. This other movie with AI blowing up LA, not worth it. I think it was called The Creator. Nah, it was just, they tried so hard to make it like poignant. Actually, his movies stink. Denzel Washington's Kids. He was in some other movie. He was like some action hero in the future or something. Couldn't get through it. It's awful. Hey, you're Coles, man. There you go. I'm rooting for you. I'll stay out of it. I'll stay out of it. I should have been in it already, but great job. I would sell a little bit here. You got the 224. Bang. Now you're looking for 2250. I'm not buying it. I'm not touching it. I've already missed it 3 times. I'm not going to go near it. Go for it. All right, 30. Now you're trading on the 30s. Nice job. But yeah, you sell some here. You put a stop on. Very nice. What was that movie that he was in? Terrence Bennett. Just freaking awful. Yeah, Tenet. Gone. Yeah, that movie was so bad. Not as bad as, what was that movie that I had to sit through 3.5 hours of, wanting to end myself? Cloud Atlas. Still by far the worst movie ever made. Pound for pound. Well, they say those Costner movies were terrible. I love Waterworld. I don't care what you say. The Smokers? You put Dennis Hopper in a movie? I'm in. I love Waterworld. But damn, Cloud Atlas, that might have been the worst movie. I mean, and then right up there with the movie where it's just, it's agonizing with that handsome devil. All right. He goes into space and he's lost in like time and he comes back and oh my God. So bad. Blue Velvet. What are you drinking? I don't know. Heineken. Heineken? Fuck that shit. That's the only scene you need to watch. That movie was crazy. That movie scared me when I was a kid. But that one scene. What are you drinking? Pabst Blue Ribbon. If Pabst Blue Ribbon was smart, they would have used that as one of their ads. What are you drinking? Fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon. So anybody still short dicks? That one's still live. If you're still long Coles, you probably sold some there. Now we're like kind of coasting along. Days in hand. Big Ange was like little icing on the cake there. Zoom, pretty nice. And if you're not following along, right? If you haven't followed along today, now is the time to start asking questions. And speaking of questions, what day in the month of December would be good to get together on a Saturday for 2 or 3 hours just to review what the hell just happened in the month of October and November? You guys want to do it? I don't know. How's December 2nd? I think that's my only free Saturday, I think. Let me see. I got to talk to the general, of course. I can't plan anything on a weekend without talking to the general. I think December 2nd might be good. The 9th, we're busy. The 16th, busy. 23rd is Christmas Eve weekend. Nobody wants to do that then. And then you got New Year's Eve. And I guess December 2nd looks good. I'm a loser. Hey, who's in the Coles? Let me explain why you didn't sell all of it, because you never sell all of it at one price, right? So even if you sold some here, and by the way, Best Buy leaving without me, which was my favorite trade, sold it. But if you're in the Coles, you've done everything right. You got a faux show bro ass crack break, pulls back, holds the 75, confirming your bullishness. Reason to buy again at 80 using these two stops. You got to the VWAP, you sell a little bit there. Now, stretch this chart out. Stretch this chart out, and you've acquired the quarter. There's only two spots where to put stops now. So get rid of this, right? You're looking for it to get to where it kind of broke down from, which is 22.57. That's your next target. Broke out of a double top right there, 22.06. So now you sold some, you raise your stop to 22.06, and you say, I hope it goes to 22.60, or I'm going to sell what I got left at 22.06. And that's how you do it. So where's my confused friend that says that I don't specifically talk about in stocks with price and direction? Somebody actually said that. They wrote me an email. You never know where the entries are or where you're getting in or getting out. Pretty much all I talk about. Pretty much all I do. Pretty much all I do. But again, the sky is yellow and the sun is blue, right? Maybe you're on acid when you trade. I'm not sure. Ooh. If you're still short dicks, you're my hero. You're my hero. Yes, you're my hero if you're still short dicks. Because if you're still short dicks, you are clearly a good trader. Clearly. All right? Because you came in with purpose. And again, I feel ridiculously stupid for not reshorting the stock. I got paid on it. It did exactly what I was hoping. Spiked up. I got short on the way back down. I made a little bit of money. Got stopped out of the rest. No reason for me not to go beat the hell out of this thing when it broke back under the 130. And now you're talking about ridiculous gains, absurd gains, monumental gains on the same trade. Because now at 10.14, you could trade options. And if you could trade options, that's where you start making ridiculous gains. So at this point right here, you're looking at the 130 puts. Let's see what they were just to make myself nauseous. 130 puts. And the reason you trade at the money options, right? At the monies, 130s. Because then you could actually trade the options sort of just on the chart by themselves. So look, there's the VWAP break, 214. 214's got you $5. You fall to 214. You're not 214. 414. And for the low entry price of 214, let's say even call it 220, or even let's call it 250. You're up 100%. I thought it'd be more, but let's say you took a little bit of a lotto and you went 128s. 128s were 129. 128s were 129.
Well, let's say you paid up a little bit. Let's say you bought them at 140. They're 350 now. How you doing? By the way, Big Ange coming back. Oh, short dicks ain't got no reason. Oh my God, 125. Oh, large Marge. By the way, I'm doing the TikTok calisthenics challenge, day 3. Supposedly in 29 days, I'm going to be ripped. We'll see. I got to stop eating 3 coffee cake juniors at midnight. Hey, that guy that was short in Palantir is having a good day today. Where is he? Ooh, down 75 cents now. And now the time. Where's Pooner, by the way? Pooner. He calls me, he texts me, he emails me. Do you show up to the chat room? Pooner, this is one of those days. You see how it's not about what I'm doing. You don't want to be doing what I'm doing. You would have got crushed short in the Qs in the last 5 days. It's about these trades and doing nothing else. Pooner. Wow, the market just basically got shut off just now. Hello. You guys want to get together Thursday night after Thanksgiving? Want to hang out with me and my, you guys, I have a sommelier in the family, my Italian cousin. He works for Santa Margherita, right? Is that the name of the company? Santa Margherita. It's also Billy Joel's ex-chef, which was exciting. Exciting for him. I never got invited to Billy Joel's house. I'm still upset about that. All right, let me go take a picture of the zucchini pie recipe for my wife. I'll be right back.
I'm a loser.
got plenty of bills. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Market green yet? What's going on here? Hey, by the way, Zoom. I think that might have been our shot to get back in. You know what? Christopher Walken was on Saturday Night Live. He's looking a little haggard there, but I think he's like 107 now, right? Oh, SYM. No, I didn't even watch that one. It didn't have enough volume earlier. Yeah. Big Ange coming back for more. Large Marge. Here she comes. Hang on a second. We're going to actually trade this thing. Oh my God. Look at that. It was a decent setup. It was a decent setup. That is a tasty burger. What's going on with eBay? Did eBay just have an earnings reversal? What's going on with eBay? When's the last time this stock had a burst of volume? What is this, 1999? Was it takeover rumor? I don't know, but it's a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. I don't know. Something's going on. I can't see. Oh, wait a second. The market just tried to rally and failed just now. I'm going to say this out loud. We might actually stay red today. And now that I said it, there's no chance it'll happen. But I think the majority of what we're going to do has already happened now, right? So market direction is irrelevant. Trading TV live trading. 2 guys trading studio production. That's me. I am trading TV. No, is that trader TV or trading TV? Which one's JC's thing? I'll be on the show soon. Yeah, I'll be on that site soon too. Is that what you're referring to? Shot. Pumping, dumping, still pumping? Really? Shot? Is that the female Spanish fly drink company, right? Female Spanish fly? There's only one Spanish fly. They make Spanish fly. I called the company. That's what they make. You guys remember Spanish fly from the 80s? It's otherwise known as roofies. I think the day is over, except for eBay. What could be happening over at eBay? It's got to be. Who would take over eBay? Amazon? Anybody see any news on eBay? That is a massive influx of volume. Fucking lewds, man. It's a funny Simpsons on the other day. They had NFTs. They went into the NFT world. Oh, it was the they were transported to the NFT world in the Halloween episode. Let's watch it last night. It was pretty funny. Okay, well, market tried to sell off just now. It tried to rally just a second ago, failed. Now it just tried to sell off and failed. So it looks like the day is over. It's being investigated. Oh my God. By the DOJ? And they're going out of business? Buy all you can. What the hell we're going to do now, you moron? I love a breach of fiduciary duties. Fiduciary. I don't know. What do you want to do now? Now we just coast, right? Let's see. Zoom 66s for later. Yeah, it's not worth it. 65s for $1 are worth it. Let's see. What are the Qs now? 390s. Not worth it. 388s for 90. That's a little bit more like it. Or we just call it, right? Not going to get much better than what we already accomplished. And then slowly, one by one, Tesla goes green, Netflix goes green, Google goes green, Microsoft will go green, Apple will go green, and the whole market will be green. You could just nod off. You could just nod off now. By the way, if we actually do stay red tomorrow, it almost guarantees we'll be up tomorrow. If we stay red today, it almost guarantees we'll be up tomorrow. But I'm good. So yeah, NVIDIA tonight will really tell us where we're going exactly. All right, namaste. Winning day, right? Earnings reversals, shut the computer. Now you can't lose, all that stuff. So if you're still trading for the rest, if you're still putting on trades for the next 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours, you're a loser. All right? You take the side. If you're going to sit here and trade for the rest of the day, right? You do it with less size, less aggressiveness, less of everything. Or take my advice. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down now. And what movie can we watch today? Let's see. I already watched most of what I want. Oh, I watched Dumb Money. It was good. Worth watching. Definitely worth watching. It was very good, actually. I liked it a lot. I like it a lot. I didn't think I was going to like it. Cocaine Bear. If you haven't seen it, it's actually worth watching. I just watched the first 10 minutes of it again, where the guy from the commercial gets eaten. That guy's funny. And if you don't know how to get free contact, the George Foreman movie, Big George Foreman, yeah, it was good. Yeah, I liked it. I'm hearing mixed reviews about Killer, but I'm going to watch it because I like Mike Fassbender. I watched Oppenheimer already. The Creator was just awful. I hate Hunger Games movies. I don't know if you guys are into that. Never liked those at all. I actually hate them. I was going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. And you got the Marvels, which I have to watch because I watch everything in Marvel Universe. Bansky. Exit through the gift shop door. Mm. You know what I never watched? I don't think I watched it. The new Mission Impossible movie. Dead Reckoning. I'm not sure I watched that. I can't tell anymore. And by the way, I don't want anybody saying anything bad about that last Fast and Furious movie. With Jason Momoa, the movie was good. I mean, if you watch this series when they blasted themselves off into space, they've jumped the shark, but you know what? It wasn't too bad. Equalizer 3, great. Love the Equalizer movies. That was pretty good. The two girls that get possessed in the remake of like The Exorcist wasn't bad. No One's Gonna Save You was bizarro. If you haven't seen that one, No One's Gonna Save You. I watched that. It was good. It was just weird. What else is there? Market never goes down. It stinks. Come on, market. Do something. Go down. Go down more. Crash. What else we got? So what are we going to wait for? About 1 o'clock where the buy program starts and just starts ripping higher? You know what? We might as well buy them. 388s for 88. I'm in. 388s for 88. That's my lotto. QQQ. 388s, 88. Symmetrical. Did I just buy the wrong stock? What did I just do?
What the hell did I just do? What is this? Oh. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on? Shit. What? Hang on, I gotta reload. I'm a loser. Uh-oh. Zoom has come back to haunt me, huh? Well, if you were looking to play pullbacks on stocks that you've made money on, it pulled back to almost that area where the breakout was. Very nice if you just did that. Sell it again up here. Same stops as before. All right, I'm going to get some breakfast. Good luck. Be back later. Markets still, chances are it's going to go green across the board because UVXY is still going down. So it's just a matter of time. And if we make it till 4 o'clock without going green, it'll be green tomorrow or the next day. We're never going down. No, seriously, ever. So my number is 917-521-4827. Somebody call me when you see UVXY go up 3 days in a row, because that'll be the only time we're ever going down ever again in our lifetime. Have a nice day.